So the picture, simple picture, of a knowledge hub is you have all these different sources of content, which are traditionally siloed in your organization, like Linda pointed out, right? SharePoint is pretty much the biggest knowledge repository out there because that's where all the content is sitting in most organizations. But it's also the most inconsistent and siloed. You have no idea what is correct. You have no idea what is relevant, what has expired. There's conflict and duplication all over the place. So you have to take all that content and make sure that you can bring it into a knowledge hub where your managers and authors working with AI tools can transform that content and create content that can be trusted. That's the knowledge that you want to then feed into your AI capabilities to deliver consumable answers on the other side. And so the idea that we realize that AI is a buzzword beyond the best we have seen, just like digital used to be and used to be 25 years ago. But it's also very real. And you'll see why when you look at the products and capabilities, you look at what you're trying to do. It does pervade everything we do inside this knowledge hub, all the way from the way content is sourced through to the way it is created, it's curated, it's transformed, and the way it eventually gets found and published. Every step of it is informed and improved by AI. So it makes sense. It is AI knowledge, not just knowledge anymore. So a little view into what we see, and this is the human side. Again, Linda, thanks for pointing this out, because the human side is what really matters with knowledge. Until knowledge is consumed for value, there is no reason for it to exist. And so to us, it all is the thing we are hanging our hat on, and I think you look at as well, is what is going to deliver trusted answers. And a trusted answer has certain attributes, and I just think we can walk through this and understand how those attributes are brought out in a typical customer journey. And then you can see how the products and capabilities we are building and others are building can help toward those attributes, amplifying them and optimizing them in any customer engagement. So I'll just quickly run through this and then show you how it actually works inside a typical customer engagement. First thing, it has to be contextual. It has to be intentional. In other words, you need to understand the true intent of the user when they're engaging with your system to get an answer. They might say it one way, they might mean another. You want to establish that intent as well as you can before you go about answering it. It has to be a relevant response. It has to be explainable so that people should understand why you're giving them the answer if they want to know the reason behind it. That improves the trust. It needs to be we believe it has to be personalized, because when you think of a knowledge hub will be serving different audiences. An enterprise user who knows the insides of the organization might want to get information in a very different way than an end customer who might want a sliver of that information and may not want to know all the details, but may want to be served in a much more empathetic way. So personalization is super important for consumability and adoption. And then finally, collaboration. And this collaboration I'm putting in the context of service environments, customer service, enterprise service, field service, because that's where we see the biggest, at least from our standpoint, the biggest opportunity for eGain to help our customers in the market. We know those use cases, we know how to solve them, we know how to apply AI into the knowledge space to address those use cases. So let's just go through a quick picture of that.